All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the channel. I'm her Aries. My name is Chelsea, and this is the channel where we do all Aries readings. And today we're going to take a look here at the information of what you need to know. I'm using my deck of confirmation. So this is, you're taking this information here as a confirmation if this is something that you already felt or you knew, and then we'll move on to another deck, whatever I feel. All right. This is about what you need to know. I was up late last night trying to finish the astrocartography charts that I have. Some of you did not send me a payment, and I have to match the payment with your name so I can check it off. So please do that. If you haven't received yours, I'm probably speaking to you. Other than that, I also sent out an email with the time slots for the readings for the cord cutting ritual. So if you are going to be doing that, please respond so I can get all of those times squared away. And yes, it is Central Time. It's Central Time. I forgot to put that in the email. All right, let's take a look here. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. Thank you so much. All right. What do we have here for Aries? Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. What do we have here? What do we have here? Ooh, beautiful. Okay, first card out, Empress energy. Empress energy. Someone is about to go through a glow up, okay? Glowing up in every aspect, not just financially, but spiritually, maybe physically, energetically, financially. There's a glow up, Empress energy. And you are doing this by changing your magnet, okay? When I say that is that you're not doing anything really externally. You're only doing things internally. So you're attracting the things that you desire. That is the Empress energy, okay? You could also be removing some negative energy from you, people, places, or situations, because I saw a dark entity present, but it's in reverse. And also in reverse, look at that, money decreasing due to bad habits or negative energy around you. So that could be possibly what is happening. You're removing situations that are toxic, or removing yourself from situations that are toxic that are around you, and you are glowing up. You are leveling up. You may feel what needs to leave from around you. You have empath here, and then look here, breakup or divorce in reverse. So this could be a breakup with a romantic partner. This could also be a friendship, disconnecting from certain people that you know you don't need to be around, but it's because you're intuitively feeling this. This is all to do with your elevation. This is so you can elevate. This is not about drama. This is not about conflict. This is just you removing yourself from certain places, situations, and things so you can elevate and step into this Empress energy. It doesn't even have to be a permanent thing, but I feel like somebody is needing to disconnect from certain things. And look at that. You deserve better. Because you deserve better. You could be dating down, or again, you can be in circles and places that are not in alignment to where you are going. Heartbroken. I'm seeing at the bottom of the deck. Give me one more here. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. And you are protected spiritually and physically. And at the bottom of the deck is promotion, spiritual promotion. It could be career-wise, but you are leveling up. You are protected spiritually and physically. So you know that. Money coming in, stop worrying. Money coming in, stop worrying. Large sums of money coming in. And we also got, you can't trust them. So whoever you may be feeling, remember, this is a confirmation deck. So whoever you may have been feeling that about, they're saying that you can't trust them. There's somebody in your energy that you're needing to disconnect from in that way. Okay. Let's see. What else do we have? This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. This is for Aries. What does the Aries collective need to know? Legendary moves. Okay, legendary moves. So this is connected to the promotion energy. You're going to be stepping into your power. Empress energy, making legendary moves. This is that glow up energy. Big moves. I can't even talk. Preserve your energy. Preserve your energy. All right. Preserve your energy. And that goes along with, the empath. You got the empath card here. So you could be feeling, right, that there are certain situations that you don't always need to attend. You don't always need to be around, places you don't always need to go, or, social settings you don't always need to be in. Preserve your energy. It doesn't mean that you can't go out, be out, or do things or have fun, but you need to be discerning about where that is. Okay. So we got the gifted raw talent, Michael Jackson card, gifted raw talent. Somebody here is needing to use their gifts, put those out there. And you got overextending yourself. So yeah, that goes with preserving your energy. Sometimes you can do more, make more money, reach more audience, not by overworking yourself, but by working in alignment. Okay, working in alignment. I don't know why I feel called to pull this deck, but I'm going to. Got the Evil Eye Oracle here. Let's pull 3 cards here for Aries. What do they need to see? What do they need to know? First card, causing family and friends to be mean and cold. Oh my goodness. Okay, so there's some sort of energy. And again, I feel like that this is being removed, but there is, okay, so this is how they're, okay. Oh, okay, so this is how they're showing it to me. This is about elevation. Okay, so there seems to be, and that's what the first card that was coming out, the Empress energy. There seems to be this kind of elevation spirit around you, whoever I'm speaking to, if this is confirmation for you, that you are growing, glowing up, okay? This is not a thing where a shade to anybody, putting anybody down. It's just like you're outgrowing some space. It could be friendships, it could be a lover, lovers, whatever. It could be coworkers, it could be where you work, and even maybe certain family members. There's a situation here where this energy that is elevating you is actually making people treat you different in some way. It has nothing to do with anything that you did wrong. It has a lot to do with spirits on them, negative spirits on them, okay, that are being triggered by your light or your essence or your glow up in some way, okay? So someone could be getting tarot readings on you, all up in your business. All right, and then we have the last one that came out. Always going against you by arguing their point, never considerate of your point of view. All right, so if you have somebody around you like that, I'm seeing Tiger's Eye could be very beneficial for you. I thought this was Tiger's Eye. This is Carnelian on me, but that could be very beneficial for you, especially if you have a negative Nancy around you. All right, and then you got Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde is about to come up, actually. Delays, problems, interruptions with transportation and communication. So I feel that the fact that this Mercury retrograde card just came out and Mercury retrograde is about to come up, if this is you and this is connected to you in some way, I feel that the Mercury retrograde is going to kind of reveal this on a different level, on a deeper level. Mercury retrograde can cause communication issues. So be careful around texting, talking, misunderstanding, taking your time when you respond, and, you know, even listening in some cases. They are turning others against you. All right, let's put this, pull one more. So what I'm hearing is it's not necessarily turning anyone against you, but I'm hearing how they're putting it. That card came out because there could be some sort of talks or conversations about you around your back, behind your back. Mars retrograde, impulsive rage of anger, hostility, major blowouts, fights, and violence. This is not the Mars transit. This is somebody's natal Mars that could be in retrograde, and they could act like that. Okay, so if you know their birth chart, then that's possibly what that is. Okay, a lot coming up here. All right, let's pull a financial card here, Aries. See what you need to know. Any advice for Aries abundance? Any advice for Aries abundance? Holy Spirit, spirits, and angels. Awesome. Okay, we'll stop right there. We have savings did come out, but God is your source. God is your source. Everything you need is supplied by the infinite source of God, and your faith opens the doorway to receive. In God, there is no lack or there is no limitation. Rather, there is plenty of abundance for all to share. So remember where your abundance comes from. It comes from source. It doesn't come from a job. It doesn't come from your production or what you produce or what you put out. It comes from the infinite source. What fell out here from the Island Time Wellness, I wasn't even ready to pull, but I'm going to take it. Healthy choices. Making healthy choices in love and life, self-love, self-care, and being happier. So this is the energy that you're moving into. This is definitely that Empress energy. What else do we have here for Aries and love? And I'm seeing marriage at the bottom of the deck. And also at the bottom of this deck is quiet retreat. Quiet retreat. So this could be a retreat, a trip, or just disconnecting from the outside world. I've been doing a lot of that, and it's been so beneficial. So beneficial. I've been getting a lot of downloads, especially creatively. Also at the bottom of the deck, you got desert sage. So if somebody needs a different type of sage, desert sage. All right. Anything else for Aries? Sun, Moon, Venus, and Mars. Oh, look what came out. Soulmates. So based off of your healthier choices that you're going to be making or you are making, you're going to be attracting a new soulmate into your life. Soul connection, partnership, agreement, and soul contract. And then I'm seeing karmic relationship. Now, the karmic relationship could have been from the healthier choices, like you've let go of a karmic relationship. But sometimes there are fated or destined relationships that are karmic, and it's not necessarily a negative thing. It's just somebody here who is helping you heal, grow, transform, letting go of the old, and, you know, embodying something new. It says transformations, lessons here. Anything else? We have camera. Reminiscing, keepsake, perception, learning from the past, and making new memories. Okay. And last one, we have wedding rings. I knew this was going to come out because I saw the marriage card very strongly. Illuminate, union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love, everlasting, and promise. I feel like somebody's coming in that is going to be a reflection of you, but not in a negative way, not in a bad way. I feel like this is somebody here is going to help you realize how far you've come, and then there's still also work to do that you're going to grow with said person. All right, let's see here. Last but not least, we'll pull from the Kipper. Anything else Aries needs to know? Concern in reverse. This just came out in the same way, and this deck is not in reverse. It's not in reverse. It's just mixed up all over, but this came out the same way. Concern in reverse, and we have Lovers upright. Number 15, number 33. And we have main male in reverse. Anything else? False person came out in reverse as well. And journey, completion, something is over. Ooh. Now this could be a friend, business partner, or lover. It doesn't have to be just a lover here. There's somebody here where something is being revealed about them, their true nature, especially if they've been dishonest in any type of way. It feels like a disconnection of a relationship with the journey here and a new relationship evolving. Now, it doesn't have to be romantic, but it could be. All right. It could be a friendship. Like you're finding out your friend, your bro, your whoever may have not been in alignment with you, or somebody who is dishonest or just not in alignment is really what I'm picking up on. But the false person energy here is like, you know, it takes a lot of maturity for people to be like, you know what, we're just growing apart. And that's just that. Some people can do that quite easily, but some other people get quite triggered when a disconnection process starts to happen. They start to get resentment. And that's the energy that I'm kind of getting from this. It's like somebody here is getting resentment because of a disconnection, whether it's romantic or whether it's platonic, that's the case. And it's not, that's like kind of like the theme of this reading. It's not well, I'm dismissing you because I don't really like you. It's just like a misalignment. I thought I put this on Do Not Disturb. Let's see here. End of a journey, end of a cycle, end of a situation. All right. Let's see here. What's going on for Aries here? What's the energy for Aries? Sun, Moon, Venus, and Mars. The situation here, we have the Strength, Leo energy. I think Venus is about to move into Leo. I think so. I have to check again. So this could be around themes of relationship. Something is moving into Leo. And the Five of Cups. Five of Cups came out. This is an energy here of someone needing to go within. Inner strength, inner wisdom, inner guidance. Five of Cups, around a situation that did not work out. Emotional situation. There's regrets, there's losses. It's like somebody's watching a relationship go down the drain. There's sadness about it, but also the Strength card kind of indicates that this is necessary for my healing and for my growth. That I let this go, that I let this relationship or this chapter go. Yes, two things can be true at the same time. This could be a situation where you're sad to let go, but you're also like, okay, I'm ready for my new chapter, right? And I know that this particular relationship is unhealthy for me. Okay, and I need to let it go. Like those both things, like you can be sad to let the relationship go, but also like, I know this is not working. This is not healthy for me, right? Three of Wands at the bottom of the deck, and then the Three of Swords. Positive expectation for the future, but also heartbreak a little bit, right? So yeah, both of those could be true. What is the challenge here? The challenge in this situation. Alexa, turn it down. The challenge here is the Nine of Swords and the Eight of Swords. You could be dealing with somebody like this, but I feel like this could be you, Aries, feeling stuck, feeling overwhelmed mentally, feeling like maybe you're making the right decision, or you feel like you're making the right decision, but it's hard to make the right decision. Nine of Swords is anxiety, anxiousness, same thing, feeling stuck, self-sabotage, and just really in your head, overthinking. Eight of Swords can be feeling powerless to a situation when you're not. You really have the ability to make the decision that you need to make, to choose, to decide, whatever it is, but you're not powerless. You may feel like you are, or you don't want to be in a situation that you have to operate in at the moment. What is advice from Spirit? I keep saying I'm going to stop using this chapstick, and I keep using it. Okay, what is advice from Spirit? The wheel is turning. The wheel is turning. Wheel of Fortune. It is time for a positive change. This is karma. This could be karmic situation. Could have been karmic relationship. Whether it's a friendship or, platonic. Whether it's friendship or romantic. This says that something is better. Anytime the Wheel of Fortune comes out, it's like the lesson has been learned. You need to integrate it, and there's something better coming. Something more positive, fresh, more in alignment with you, because there are lessons that have been learned. You're making healthier choices, and it could be to release certain relationships. Yes, maybe you're reminiscing about the past, but look, soulmate with wedding bells is coming in, or a soulmate that feels more aligned to you is coming in. It could just be difficult to process or handle mentally. Nine of Swords, Eight of Swords energy, and it could be sad. But the Wheel of Fortune is saying that something better is coming in, a new season, a new chapter. What is the outcome or in the near future here for Aries? Ooh, Ace of Swords. Yeah. Clarity, new beginnings, new chapters. Getting the truth of a situation or seeing the truth in a situation. Ace of Swords energy. It's like an aha moment, epiphany. I know what I need to do. I know which direction I need to go in. Whereas you have the Eight of Swords and Nine of Swords is a challenge where you feel like, I don't know what I need to do. Like, this is crazy. I'm overthinking about this situation. I'm overanalyzing to the point where I'm not making any moves. And then the outcome is that you get this sense of clarity. You've reached a moment of clarity, and you now know what you need to do. And you can now see the truth in a situation. At the bottom of the deck, I'm seeing the Eight of Cups. It's time to emotionally disconnect or walk away from what's not serving you anymore. Underneath is the Two of Swords, because it could be blocking you. It could be blocking you from moving forward. It could be blocking your intuition, your mind, your ability to think clearly or make sound decisions, or even follow your own heart. Knight of Cups, that leads you to some sense of happiness with the Sun card under here. So it's very important here, Aries, that when this Ace of Swords energy hits and you have this aha moment, or like, I know this is what I need to do, that you listen and you act. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Tell us about the strength and the Five of Cups for Aries. The strength and the Five of Cups. Tell me about the strength and the Five of Cups. Well, let's just see what this is that came out. The Strength again, the Six of Pentacles, and the Ten of Wands. I want to clarify the Six of Pentacles. Wow, all these cards coming out. I'm not going to take them. The Two of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Eight of Cups again. It almost feels like a relationship. And I keep saying platonic or romantic because I do feel very strongly that some of you, this is a friendship thing, and some of you, this is a relationship thing. I feel like the strength coming out twice, clarifying itself, is like, this is very difficult for someone. It requires a lot of inner strength. Like, really, like, I don't want to do this, but I have to do this. Like, taming that beast, that mind that is making you feel like you're either making a mistake or not wanting to do what's right for yourself. But it's imperative that you do this for yourself, because this is about the Empress energy. This is about the overall energy that came out. This is about the Empress energy. Whether it's a friendship or romantic partnership, someone has been being breadcrumbed, right? And when I say breadcrumb, I mean that someone has been giving a little bit, and you've been giving, you know what I'm saying, to the friendship, to the relationship. And that's just been keeping you coming and satisfied. Now, let me break this down a little bit, okay? Because in a relationship sense, this could be in a romantic relationship sense, this could be that somebody keeps making promises of commitment, but they're not really committing, right? But then they come in and love bomb you. They sex you good. You know what I'm saying? They give you all these false promises. You're like, all right, well, you know, okay, well, you know, that's fine. And then the cycle continues, right? And it's just, they're just giving you a little bit to hold on, but a whole bunch of empty promises, not really following through. That's what we consider breadcrumbing. It's keeping you picking up a little piece, instead of just giving you the whole loaf how they should, because you're probably giving them the whole loaf, right? In a friendship situation, this could be somebody who, you know, you're the one that's always doing the everything, and they're only contributing to the friendship just a little bit, right? We used to always have this discussion with my friends about the driving. Like, one person's always driving. Now, you may like to drive, but somebody doesn't always ask or offer, or somebody's always doing this or doing that, and it's never reciprocated. And the thing is, with friendships, it kind of gets tricky because you don't want to play tit for tat, but eventually, energetically, you'll burn out if you see that someone is not always giving, you know, the same amount, the 100% that you're giving, right? I'm getting that because the Ten of Wands is here, and that's a burnout card. That's a burnout card. That's like, you're never going to burn out if things are mutual, if things are balanced. The world burns out if it's not balanced, right? If we get too much rain, crops will start to die, drown, or whatever, and the planet will erode, houses will slip, all of these things, right? If we get too much heat, the opposite. In life, things have to be balanced, and that's the same thing in relationships. I feel like there's a situation here where there's someone who likes someone, loves someone, or, you know what I'm saying, that could be the case, likes, loves, still, whatever, but your intuition, your spirit is saying, I can't do this anymore because I'm not getting what I'm giving, okay? And that's as simple as that. And that is the definition of self-love. And so in a lot of cases is that you have to, boundaries are not set to push people away. Boundaries are set to keep people in your life. If somebody knows how to treat you, what you expect, what you deserve, and vice versa, you're going to have a healthy relationship, right? There has to be some sort of boundaries here. But when I'm seeing the tens here, the Ten of Wands, the Ten of Swords, this is past boundary setting, right? This is like somebody has dismiss the boundaries that have been put in place, and they're continuing to betray you or hurt you or put all of the weight on you. And it's sad, and it's you know what I'm saying? It's sad and it's unfortunate, but now you got to do what you have to do for yourself and let go of a relationship because you're not getting what you're giving. And it's as simple as that. Okay, it's like that. That's why the Strength card is coming out twice, because this is not easy for someone. This is like, really, you know what I'm saying? It's not easy for somebody, but they have to do it. Eight of Swords, and that's why you got the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Swords. It's like somebody is losing sleep over this, is stressing over this, has a lot of anxiety over this. Two of Wands, but you got to take action. You have to make a decision, and take action. And the Hermit is that you have to remove yourself from a situation. The Hermit is like, you got to listen to your inner guidance system. It's telling you what to do and how to act. And this is a part of you growing, your growth, your wisdom, your discernment. You have to do what you have to do. And sure, that might put you in isolation for a little while, but it's a lot better than you missing opportunities in the grand scheme of things because you're not honoring your worth. See, that's what happens. When you keep yourself in relationships and places where you're not being valued in other areas of your life, it's going to start to reflect. So you're going to wonder why you can't make the money that you know you deserve to make. Well, you're putting yourself in situations and friendships and relationships where you're not being treated the way that you deserve. You're not being treated in your emperor or your emperor energy. And so that is going to reflect in your other areas of your life. So you have to do this for yourself. Tell me, look at that. The Wheel of Fortune is being clarified by the Two of Cups, literally a karmic relationship. So I know it's either a platonic thing or it's a romantic thing. It's definitely a karmic relationship that it's like your past life or your past self is telling you, hey, you've learned this lesson before and you're on repeat. You got to remove yourself. Seven of Swords energy here. You could be lying to yourself, or you could be just trying to, not necessarily lying to, well, yeah, you could say lying to yourself, but it's more or less of like, you're not trying to face the facts. You're not trying to face the truth of the situation. And here you have in the outcome, the truth, right? Tell me about the Ace of Swords. Seven of Pentacles. And Seven of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, you've known the truth for a little while now. And you haven't acted on it, okay? It's time to invest in new places. See? Ace of Wands. It's time to invest in new places. And the thing is like once you kind of grasp this, act on this, honor yourself, do this, new people will come in, whether it's friendships, whether it's work buddies, whether it's romance. It's new people that are going to invest in you are going to come in. The problem is a lot of people get so afraid of that in between space. And as someone who used to be that way as well, because I have my North Node is in my 7th house, right? So a lot of my karmic situations are around relationships. So I can attest to this very much. And people used to be so, and I'm people too. I'm people like in between, about afraid of solitude, being alone, not having friends for a moment. I promise you, for somebody who had to walk alone by themselves for a while, that phase, it may feel like it's lasting a long time while you're in it, but it goes quickly because you need that solitude and that alone time to really understand who you are and what you're worth, right? And then you got to start acting in that way. You have to start being in that way, believing that. And a lot of times you got to do that alone, right? Because when people come in, it kind of distracts you from your own growth. And it's not a bad thing. I promise you, it comes and it goes very, very quickly. Now I'm in places where I got to remove myself. I got to force myself to go out and interact. Today I'm invited to a pool party and I'm like, I could sit at home by myself, but I know I have to have a healthy balance now. And there was a point where I didn't get invited to anything. I was at home, but that was me re-identifying who I am and also re-identifying the connections that I need to be in. Not everyone deserves your energy. Not everyone deserves your presence. Like that literally came out here, overextending yourself, right? Not everybody deserves to be in your company, and you have to learn that, especially within relationships where people are using you and you are overextending yourself. That is what it's saying here, okay? That is energy. Energy is currency. I can get into it with money because a lot of people, have money issues and want to know about their money and finances. You always got to think of energy as your currency, okay? And if your bank account is reflecting zeros, negatives, that's your currency. So you have to pull back somewhere. There's somewhere in your physical life where you are doing too much to where you can't store your own energy, okay? But that's a conversation for another day. We got the 9 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I'm going to clarify the Wheel of Fortune and the 2 of Cups one more time. Look at that, the Fool card. So you got new relationships coming in. New relationships, new situations, new cycles, new chapters with the Fool, Aries energy here. Yeah, I mean, as simple as that. And I'm going to double back to this again. As difficult, as hard as it is maybe for you to release or remove yourself from a situation, if this is a person, like a literal friendship or romantic relationship, you can't trust them anyway, right? And that might be the part that you don't even know, okay? Because we got a false person here too. So that could be something could be about to be exposed, right? They could definitely, Six of Pentacles, be using you for whatever reason they're using you, but you don't even know this, so you can't trust them. So you need to go ahead and pull your energy back. You are spiritually protected. You are physically protected, so that's nothing to worry about. But if your money was decreasing, this card came out, and it came out in reverse. And maybe it's in reverse because you're making healthier choices now, but it does say money decreasing due to bad habits or negative energy around you. And you deserve better. You deserve better. Empress energy. Okay? All right. So that's what I have for you guys. Take care. Bye.